Hi friends, how are you? Welcome back to my page for Exacto Spanish interpreters, and today we will be talking about how much do court interpreters make? That is a question that everyone has, everyone wants to know. How much am I going to make as a court interpreter? Good question, of course. Nobody wants to venture into something without knowing whether or not they can make a living out of this. And remember, this all varies depending on your experience, the region where you're from. Court interpreters, remember, they translate speech, okay? They interpret speech, I should say, from one language to another during legal trials and proceedings, or medical, okay, in the medical field. Interpreters who work in the legal system or in the medical system may work full-time or part-time, depending. Most of them do work on a freelance basis. The most common type of language for court interpreters and even medical interpreters, depending on the region that you're in, is Spanish to English. The actual pay may vary depending on your geographic location, interpreter qualifications, type of court, and labor market conditions. Hourly rates for certified court interpreters tend to be higher than those for non-certified interpreters. That's very important for you to know, okay? So that certification does pay off. A lot of times when people want to hire you, the first question that they ask is, well, are you certified? Are you court certified? And once they find out that you are not certified, then they really don't look at you as an interpreter. They look at you as someone that's just bilingual, perhaps with some experience, but they don't want to pay what a certification would back you up as getting paid. So if that makes sense, okay? So that certification just makes a lot of sense for you to be able to obtain it. The median salary for interpreters and translator in the industry, depending on, once again, where you are, okay? The need for that language is anywhere from 47,000, and this is according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The median means half the interpreters and translators, more than half make less. Interpreters and translators in the lowest 10% bracket earn less than $25,000 per year. The top 10% earn salaries of $82,000 and higher a year. Interpreters working in the local government earn an average of about $50,000. This average pay includes full-time and freelance court interpreters. Federal court interpreters make about $418 per day. Okay, if they work, and we're talking about if they work on a contract basis, $418 per day. Half a day fee is $226. The overtime rate for that professionally qualified federally certified interpreter is $59 per hour. So that language skilled non-certified interpreters make $202 for a full day. That half day rate is $111. Overtime pay for that language skilled non-certified interpreter is $35 per hour. I'm giving you rates based on the statistics of the Bureau of Labor, okay? The staff interpreters and state court hires full-time staff interpreters when there's a large number of proceedings needed. But staff positions are rare. Not that they don't exist. Of course they do exist, but you're going to see much more freelancers out there. Okay, and that is between $30,000 and $80,000 for the court staff. The range of salary depends on the level of experience, like everything else. An interpreter or translator with less than 5 years in experience can expect to earn an average about $40,000 a year. Those with 5 to 10 years of experience, of course, that varies depending on your region of where you are. I've seen in certain areas where there's been tremendous amount of growth. Philadelphia, for example, has grown tremendously. The area of New Jersey has grown tremendously, depending on what happens. I mean, now we see a lot of immigration cases. There is a big demand for interpreters, not always certified interpreters. Okay, so that pay may vary because that depends if they're working for an agency. If they're working for an agency, then you're going to have to negotiate a rate one-on-one with your agency. Depending on your qualifications, on your experience, you are going to want to negotiate with them a pay rate, whether it be a daily pay rate, whether it be an hourly pay rate, whether there be travel time, expenses for your gas, your mileage. So keep that in mind. That is very important. A lot of agencies sometimes might only want to pay about $25 an hour, $15 an hour. I've seen that if you go on Indeed.com, if you go on Craigslist, if anybody goes on Craigslist anymore to look for jobs. But if you do, you will see that there are agencies that are trying to hire you anywhere from $15 an hour. And I really don't call that an interpreter. I call that someone with bilingual, someone who is bilingual and is able to communicate from one language to another, but not necessarily has the experience of an interpreter. There's a big difference. Now, recently there has been a change where the rates have gone up in the state of New Jersey. I'm going to speak specifically for the state of New Jersey. For federally certified and professionally qualified interpreters, the full day rate is $418. The half day rate is $226, which is great. Federal language federal language skilled non-certified interpreter rates are full day $202, half day $111. And I mentioned that just before, but I'm going to reiterate again. I'm reading here from the njd.uscourts.gov site. And for the New Jersey state rates, okay, this is not federal, this is the state rate, which is changes. And this was effective July 1st through June 30th of 2019. These are brand new rates, okay? The rates just went up, and this is for master level, which is the highest level. The half-day rate is $239, 63 cents. The full-day rate is $411.84. For the approved journeyman, which is the intermediate level, it's $188.53 for half-day rate and $328.84 for the full day rate. Conditionally approved, meaning that you've passed with limited qualifications, with a low score. The half day rate is $127.33, and your full day rate is $237.36 for the day. So those are the rates. Once again, this varies. Well, the state rate does not vary in New Jersey. The federal rate does not vary in New Jersey. But what you make really does depend on you. It depends on your expertise. It depends on your knowledge. What you have under your belt. That definitely means a lot. Once you get your name out there, once you get that experience, and people start calling you in for depositions. With this field, you find that you're doing so many different things as an interpreter, and you're getting all these calls as an interpreter, whether it be because you're on the registry, whether it be from agencies, just calling you because they have a specific job and it requires the services of someone who is certified. It is very important for you to negotiate that rate. And once you start getting that experience, once you start getting your name out there and people start requesting you and knowing what you have to offer, the sky's the limit in the sense of what you can make truly yearly. You want to keep a fair rate to what other interpreters are making out there. You want to make sure that you are providing exceptional services. You want to make sure that you are working on getting your certification if you have not as of yet. And I would just say that, enjoy in this new venture. And I hope this was helpful. I hope this video really helps you get an understanding of how much interpreters make in this field and how much they are capable of making. Okay, so it's not like if you're making one salary and you're staying there. You know, if you work all the way up to the federal level, remember it's $418 for a full day and half a day $226. That doesn't mean that if an agency hires you, they're going to charge you. I'm sorry, they're going to pay you this amount. That is up to you to negotiate your fees. Remember, you negotiate your fees. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me thumbs up if you enjoy this information. This page was created for you, and I'm going to continue to provide you with as much information as I can. I want to get you started on becoming an interpreter, and I will try and keep this as language neutral as possible as I can. But please, down below, don't forget, write your questions, okay? Let me know what you would like to hear, what kind of videos you would like to hear, what questions, where are you? Have you been certified? Are you in the process of getting certified? Are you afraid to take the test? Let's discuss the test, okay? Let's discuss about the different tools that are out there for you to be able to get yourself prepared. What does the test entail and what do you need? I also provide training one-on-one, and like I said, let me know what you need, and I am here to help you. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.